Hello everyone and welcome to our latest instalment of our live videos here at Mosaic Foster Care. Today I am joined by the lovely Jenna. Hello Jenna.
Good afternoon.
Thank you so much for coming and being with me here today. And we're going to talk a little bit about the different processes at Mosaic and introduce you to Jenna and her role. So Jenna, can you just tell everyone what your job title is?
So I am the practice manager
For Mosaic.
for Mosaic.
Yes. Lovely. So we're going to jump right in with our first question, which is, how did you get into the world of fostering?
Oh, that is a big one. So I actually did my final placement at university at a fostering agency in Barking and Dagenham. Really enjoyed it. So when I finished there, I applied to Mosaic, and they weren't actually even looking for a social worker. So I was really lucky. I came in and spoke to the manager, who was before Greg, and yeah, got the job.
And then, so you started as a social worker, and then what happened?
I started off as a newly qualified social worker. I did my ASYE, which is the Assisted and Supported Year in Education, and then stayed as a supervising social worker for a couple of years. And then I did my practice educator course, which means that you can have students come in and you can help them through their placement. And then I became a senior social worker, and then last January became practice manager.
Yay!
Big journey.
Yeah, that is quite a big journey, isn't it? How long have you worked at Mosaic?
Just under 9 years.
9 years. Wow.
Long time.
So you must love it. That's great.
I really love it.
Ah, that's what we like.
I know that's really cheesy.
We like the cheese. We like the cheese.
Yeah, I know. I wouldn't go anywhere else.
Our next question is, so you've touched on your role, but what does your role actually do? So what does a practice educator do?
A little bit of everything. So I supervise the social workers. I support them in what they do. I oversee case management for all of the families we have. I'm deputy safeguarding officer as well, so any safeguarding issues will come to me. And I chair lots and lots of meetings, so safeguarding reviews, matching meetings, anything placement meetings, all of that. I also do a lot of training, so I will do the skills to foster training for new applicants. I also do the SMILE training with Ali, and obviously help her put that together and update it every year. We also do training for foster parents throughout the year, sort of workshops around the SMILE model as well. And yeah, I just support a lot of the staff here.
Not a lot. You're not very busy.
No, I also do assessments as well.
Oh, loads.
Yeah.
Varied role there. Our question number 3 is quite an interesting one. So I have the pleasure of being able to interview quite a few of our foster parents, and something that always comes up is this idea that they potentially had about social workers before they met any of them. So I think it can be quite daunting when you know there's going to be a social worker coming into your house, especially when you see the news and the kind of things that you see aren't always positive. So what would you say, Jenna, to somebody who's finding the idea of a social worker coming into their home daunting?
I think the biggest thing to remember is that all social workers are human. And I say we as a collective are there to support. So for example, with us, the applicants will have a social worker coming in to do the assessments, but they can, it's all about gathering information. They're not there to get anyone in trouble or trip anyone up or anything like that. It's quite a big learning experience as well, because the assessors will give out lots of information on fostering as a whole and the agency. And you're right as well, there's a lot of information in the media and it is all negative. You will never ever hear about the good work social workers do, which I think it's really bad. So I think we need some good press for once. But for anyone that is finding social workers daunting, I think biggest thing is, we are human.
Yeah, Yeah, I think that's so important. And if you are wanting to learn a little bit about how some of our foster parents felt about that, then if you head over to our YouTube channel, we do have some videos on there. One specifically from the lovely Livy talking about her experience. So there's loads of resources on there. If you wanted to have a look at that, maybe you're feeling a bit nervous, that should help you. Our next question is, what training does Mosaic have, or how does training work at Mosaic? Big one.
Yeah, we have lots and lots and lots of training going on all the time. There's a lot of mandatory training which would be done online. So that will be things like advanced safeguarding, equality and diversity, internet safety, a lot of things around gangs, county lines, child sexual exploitation, that kind of thing. And then we also have one-to-one training, which is also mandatory, but they are things like safe handling and de-escalation, which used to be called restraint, and first aid. We also do our own SMILE model, Ali and I, and we do that yearly for all of the foster parents. We also do workshops throughout the year on anything. So we've just done a couple on sexual abuse and self-harm.
Amazing.
And we can also do specific training for foster parents if they're struggling as well.
So there's such a big breadth of training that you can get involved in, and obviously some you have to do, and some that is kind of more tailored to you and the needs of the child that is placed with you. I think that's such an important thing, so that people can feel supported. It's all part of the support package that we provide, is we want to be able to empower you through the training that you receive with us. Next question is, what does a protected caseload mean and why is it important? I love this one.
Yeah, it is very, very important, especially to our agency, because protected caseloads mean that foster parents and the family get a lot more support from the supervising social worker. So if, for example, local authority social workers might have a very, very large caseload, which obviously means they're very, very busy all of the time. But us doesn't mean we're not busy all of the time, just putting that out there. But it does mean that we have more time to spend with families, supporting them. And just we're obviously not rushed off our feet all the time, but we can just put in that extra support.
Lovely.
But also, to add to that
take that question back.
Yeah, to add to that one, we also have protected caseloads for our students as well. So obviously they wouldn't have as many cases as a qualified social worker. They usually have around 2 to 3. So that's, when I say cases, I mean families. And a social worker on doing their ASYE would only have 8 as well.
Okay, so we really do try and make sure.
Gives them more time to learn.
Yeah, that's really good to know. So what would you say to someone on the fence about fostering?
Do it. Definitely. I think that, it's a very, very, very scary prospect, thinking it's very daunting. The assessment is a big process, but it is very much necessary. And then fostering, I obviously I work in fostering, I don't foster children myself, but there are huge challenges, but the rewards are also more huge. I think the rewards definitely outweigh the challenges.
Yeah, I think that's a really good point to think about.
And also, if you're thinking of fostering, and you think, having a full-time child may be quite daunting, then you could always start off doing supportive foster care, which then allows you to dip your toe in a little bit. And you might have a child come to you for a weekend or a few days, and then they'd go back to the full-time carer. And then if you decide after you've done that for a little while that you wanted to do full-time, then absolutely.
I think there's something that's quite important is for you to be able to make the right decision for you and your family, based on how your family works and how you work. And if you want to learn more about the different types of fostering, obviously at Mosaic, we only provide long-term fostering. But if you wanted to learn more about the different types, we have just released a video all about the different types of fostering. And I think I've included in that about, what's the one you just talked about?
Supportive foster care.
Supportive foster care, that's the one.
We've also just had a panel this morning.
Yes.
So hopefully we've had one family recommended for
Hopefully,
supportive foster care, which is very exciting.
Very exciting. So we're on to my last question.
Okay.
Sped by. My last question for you, Jenna, is what is your favourite thing about working for Mosaic?
Wow, there are so many things. I think the biggest thing for me has to be the team. Having the right team and supportive team around you is so important. This job can be very stressful, it can be very challenging. Burnout rates in social work are absolutely huge anyway, but if you have that supportive team around you, you're more cushioned, I think. I mean, I absolutely love my job because it's very flexible. I can work from home. I can come to the office, and obviously I go out and do visits quite a bit as well, but it gives me a nice balance. And I just love the job. I love seeing the children thrive, and you know, when they come to us and a year later, it's just brilliant. I love it.
Oh,
As I said,
you definitely come across as
else.
very passionate, I think,
I am.
which is nice.
I am, yeah.
So those are all of the questions that I have for Jenna today. I know. It does go quite quickly, the time that we're here with you lovely people watching us. If you would like to find out more about fostering, don't forget to give us a call. You can see Debbie's number just on the bottom there, and Debbie works for our recruitment team. She can give you all of the information that you need, or if you want to learn more, then just pick up the phone. If you find it a bit awkward to pick up the phone like me, then head over to our website where you can fill out an inquiry form, or even just send us a message on YouTube or Facebook or Instagram or now TikTok. We've got a brand new TikTok, so you can head over there and follow Mosaic Foster Care on TikTok. Apart from that, there's nothing else that we have to present to you today. So we hope that you enjoy what's left of the sunny weather. Thank you so much, Jenna, for being here with me.
You are welcome.
We will see you next time for more fun talking about fostering. If there's anything you really want to know, let me know, and we can make the next topic suit what do you want to know. But for now, ciao.